Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc., Mr. Mopar. Hey, we've got a client of ours that's got a D200 kit and he ran into a couple of issues. And basically, what it all boils down to is Matt, I guess on quality control, he was all absorbed with a wise woman left me and didn't check everything. So anyway, so what he's talking about is he didn't get his dust caps too small or whatever. So it looks like we failed to ship him the D200 dust caps right there. The neat thing about using Mopar components throughout, believe it or this is like a mid-70s rotor and these trucks go back for decades. What the gentleman didn't know is in a desperate situation, of course, he could have run his factory dust caps, which fit. So, anyway, that problem's solved, and we're going to ship him out some dust caps. Like I said, Matt was all upset because his 60-year-old woman left for an 18-year-old. So, anyway, I'd be upset, too. The other problem that they're talking about is they're talking about the pads, these outside pad rubbing the rotor right here. And once again, it sounds like Matt was out to lunch. In order to make this work, of course, all these kits, we use Chrysler components. These are just your standard D84 pads used by a lot of Chryslers in the mid-70s on millions of cars, literally. And what we have to do, my friends, is we just have to notch this area right here. And typically what we do is we use a little circular cutter right there and just clean it up. Just clean it up with the grinder right there. So all they have to do is just be notched. And of course, the likelihood of folks wearing out the pads on these retro kits, these pads today, they go 40, 50,000 miles, 60,000 miles. Think about your everyday car. Realistically, most people are not putting 40, 50, 60,000 miles on their D100 and D200, or much less 69 Hemi Roadrunner. So anyway, looks like didn't get the pads trimmed enough, and it appears it's rubbing right here. So in order to, or right there. So in order to fix that problem, you just cut out that little tit right there and give yourself some clearance. Of course, the fastest way is just with your old angle grinder. You can clearance that up 60 or 80 thousandths, and you can cut this notch back too. Just real quick. It might take you about 5 minutes if it's really, really super involved. But so far, this has only been the one and only case that old Matt didn't get the pads trimmed right, and I apologize for that, but I'd be upset too if my 60-year-old wife left for an 18-year-old. So anyway, God bless you, God bless America, and happy Mopar.